Hi, welcome to our first episode of Queens Being Honest. My name is Lala.
I'm Angel.
I'm Shammy.
I'm Sita.
I'm Danny.
I'm JoJo.
I'm Nicole.
I'm Sheila.
Charles.
On today's first episode, we're going to talk about dating during quarantine. So, who's going first?
I'll go first. So, dating in quarantine. So, ladies, just to let you guys know, I have a few apps that I've downloaded, a few dating apps. Who has it, right? Who don't have? So, for me, my experience is kind of coming across, consistency. And, some days there's consistency talking to someone, and then there's weeks, and then there's crickets, and then you don't hear from the person anymore. Then a month later, they'll text you, and then it's like, okay, what am I supposed to do with that? What do you want me to do now with this? How am I supposed to respond? And then, you find yourself thinking like, okay, should I respond? Maybe this is a sign. I don't know. But, for me, I don't want to feel like an afterthought. So I always feel like my idea is like, okay, maybe you were talking to someone and that's why all of a sudden you fall back on me. So for me, I'm not trying to be an afterthought to someone. So for me, it's been a bit difficult in my experience. What about you guys? The single ladies out there, because we it still goes to you guys too.
I can easily say that I haven't used any of my apps just out of fear, like who's on these apps now that everybody and their mom got time to mess around on the apps. Like, is it really from Long Island, or is it, just random people? But I guess my scenario is like people coming out of the woodworks, just randomly texting, like, do I take those seriously now because everyone has the time to actually force themselves to dive into their feelings and address what they actually want? Or, yeah, so that's where I'm at reading.
My quick question for y'all, who the single ladies out there dating on the apps, are you, because I've never did an app for dating, are y'all afraid of being catfished? Do y'all send a lot of pictures between the two of y'all, the people speaking? Do you do video calls with these people? Or is everything basically just a text and send?
I think it depends on the person, because some people are so different. Some people prefer just texting, and then you want the person who wants to call and talk over the phone, get to know you a little bit more, intimately in some way. Then you have those who want a video chat, do a Zoom call, because that's what we are in the times now. But a lot of people are just with their phones now. They're just like the texting or staying on the app. I don't know. It's just, yeah, that's been my experience.
In my experience, I stay on the app, like just texting, because I feel like, okay, this is common ground. It's a safe area. When it comes to pictures, I don't exchange pictures that I haven't already posted. So if I have a selection of 6 that I think, portray me in the best way I want to be portrayed, I'm going to send you that 6. And if you want to see me in any other way, then possibly, captivate me, hook me in, like make me think it's worth you knowing me more than those other 6 pictures. So that's that.
So what can you captivating?
You're not single. It's my turn. I think layers, right? So for me, the minute I get a text that gives me a signal that this person is just trying to game me, blocked. I don't need no explanation, blocked. You send me an unsolicited photo that I don't want, blocked.
Same here.
Blocked. I feel like we have certain criterias. And also, as we get older, it's a lot harder to date because we're not in an environment to be dating. Mm-hmm. So how are we supposed to meet these people? We're not in school. We're not at work.
Well, I am.
We can't even go outside. Yeah, Angel. I mean, what are we supposed to do? What?
I never utilized the dating app, so I'm not sure. I'm kind of scared of those. Like Danny said, the catfishing and people just crazy. So I try not to use that. I'm more so like, for me, dating and meeting people is usually like hookups, like through friends, or you go to like social gatherings. I don't know if any of you guys did it, but you know, like social gatherings, like 10 people or so, and you just meet like a colleague of someone's fiance or something like that. For me, that's how it is.
There's a lot of authenticity missing from meeting people now. That's what the problem is. So
Yeah.
I would rather like want you guys hook me up with somebody because one, you guys have a little background. I know you're not gonna set me with somebody crazy. You know what I'm saying? There's a small background behind it. And then as opposed to meeting on the app, you get to look at their photos, you get to look at their whole criteria. You can literally have sex with them in your mind and then it's over. Like I don't want to talk to you, look at your face. I don't like
Do you guys?
like
Do you
when
guys?
when you meet somebody like face to face, there's a different zhuzh. There's like a different attraction as opposed to meeting somebody on an app, talking to them, and then finally meeting them face to face. You know, no?
I agree.
No, I feel you because it's almost like you build this relationship with this person via text or, you know, just voice. And then when you see each other, it's like, okay, now I have to combine the two. And if the chemistry is not there or if it feels forced, it's like, okay. And a lot of people can text, but they can't talk face to face.
Oh,
That will lose everything, you know, in that face to face rapport. So it can almost be like, you know, what's it? Sexting?
Yes.
And that could probably just be doing the damn thing right now. That is, you know, the voice.
Well, do you guys feel like chemistry is the main object of relations, like getting to know someone? Besides,
What do you mean when you say chemistry though?
Like
Angel?
through the text, you started liking that person through the conversation that they was having through text. You know, it seemed like they had some type of good conversation or some good qualities about themselves, things in common. So what do you guys feel about that?
You're talking to somebody for maybe a few months. You're talking, voice is deep and sexy, you know. Finally, he says he wants to meet up with you, right? You meet up with him, you're full blown in love, and then dude has the audacity to tell you he's 6 years younger than your age, right? Just 6 years, right? And then he's chin high. So you attracted this romance, right? What you gonna do then?
This sounds personal. This sounds real life.
No, I'm building on characteristics that I personally don't like. So I talked to somebody for a long time. I don't really care about their stature, but what if they're not funny in person?
Wait,
you know,
can I make a point though? To
all
circle
their-
it back, I thought like we're dating during quarantine. So when this is like within the last 3 months, like how am I finding this dude? Like, do we like talk through our masks? Because I ran into you 6 feet apart at Dollar General. That's what I'm confused about. Because I definitely I drove past some, you know, the park.
What if that mask is not protecting just your face?
And some people were working out, and I was like, "Who are these bionic men? Should I like?" Sexy
Wait. Shirley said, "What about if the mask is not protecting the face?" Well,
Just
what
the
is
face.
protecting?
I didn't think anybody heard me, Danny. Okay.
I did, and I was like, what?
But think about it. That is something else you have to think about because what guy you know goes to the doctor voluntarily? So now, as we get older, we have to sit here and contemplate, well, when you're gonna get time to go to the hospital, to get a check with COVID.
Well, I guess with the fear of the pandemic, I mean, a lot of people that you wouldn't think, even like the elderly, they're going to the doctors, they're going to get checked because
They're outside.
It's scare. The scare of it, like any little thing, like an allergy symptom is the same as the COVID-19, you know, symptoms, or even someone who's like asthmatic and already had respiratory problems, you know, the little time that they like, okay, well, my chest hurt, knowing that this usually happens, they're gonna go to the doctor, or they're doing virtual doctors. It's just the fear that everyone has right now. It's like, okay, well, you know, I cough, it's bad.
No, it's true.
And then the crazy thing is with the COVID, if you have it or not, there's no cure for it. There's no medicine for them to give you. You have to treat yourself to get better. So however and whichever, it's still irrelevant opposed to if the person has it or not, and then he got better and he recovered, or she had it and she recovered. You see what I'm saying? So it's just, I don't know. But also during quarantine, people are home. people should try to get to know their neighbors. You never know. Your neighbor might be somebody you might be interested in.
That's a good one.
So
Let's say neighbor.
Backyard.
I don't
Grass.
agree with dating with that.
I see my neighbors, and
I don't need to date the guy on the 6th floor.
That elevator ride is real awkward.
You can meet the person who's giving you your test, you know, or the person who's giving out a mask, or you know, that's how you can meet people like that. You know, everyone is being
Target the
polite
essential
now,
workers.
too. Huh?
So we gonna target the essential workers.
Why not?
All right, I'm gonna get my doctor then. I'm gonna go all the way out.
Maybe. Exactly.
I work for them.
But okay, here's a question for you single ladies right now who wants to date during quarantine. Why?
Because
I think
Good
it's all
one.
entertainment.
You just started.
Like
Honestly,
okay, so if y'all haven't been dating anybody or had someone right before the second week in March, right? When the doors shut down, what is the fascination? Well, I gotta meet somebody now. But why? Because
I don't think it's
you
a
can't even
fast.
do nothing.
I don't think. I mean,
But it
there's a lot of
shouldn't
things
stop. It
we
shouldn't
do.
stop.
I
If they were
think-
already
the world
dating,
stopped.
Yeah.
Right.
What
If,
do you mean?
if they already dating, that's something. But let's say now it's April 4th, right? And we already been locked up for 3 weeks or so. And all of a sudden it's like, oh, well, I just met this guy. It's like, bro, but wait, you know, you can't see this person. After a while, with everything being shut down, he ain't getting no haircut. You ain't getting yourself done up.
That's the best way.
Exactly.
Yup.
He love you how you are.
Yup.
Okay.
That's authentic.
Yep.
That's the best way. And then it's like
It
you
is
don't know how
authentic.
long you're gonna be in lockdown for. Granted, I'm not single, but I can relate because you don't know how long you're gonna be in lockdown for, and people need companionship. And there's a lot of people who might live alone, and being alone during this time is not cool. You know.
Okay, so I understand.
I agree with that. And also, I feel like dating now, you really truly get to know the person because there's no substitute for you not to be yourself.
Yeah.
You know, there's
Right.
no
This
waiter in between
is
that
fine.
we're eating dinner. Now you have to cook, you know, so you can't lie and say, well, I know how to cook a five-star meal and you only know how to make oodles and noodles, you know? So it's just like, and you really
Yup.
have to talk to these people. You have to have conversation,
Right.
you know? And there's things that you can do, and that would show that if you can spend longevity with the person, because okay, we can go run, because they do imply that you exercise, you know, you can go
Right.
for a walk. I mean,
Yes.
have conversation. There's things you can surprise me with some flowers from the fruit stand because they're open. You know, there's things that you still can do with effort.
Little
So let me
things.
just chime in. As far as quarantine dating, my thought process as far as quarantine dating is, let's say meet someone on an app, or you at the grocery store, you meet someone, and you're talking to them, you're texting, whatever the situation may be. You're now actually communicating with this person. My thought process is, I have someone that I can communicate with via phone, via text, FaceTime. I want a date, like in a sense of feeling like I'm on a date where I can Netflix and chill. I'm on FaceTime with you. We're going to watch the same movie. Or let's cook something together. Like you're making something, I can make something at the same time. That's my thought process. But
Yeah.
the question more so for quarantine dating is, how can I do that? And like, where exactly will I meet someone? For me, I hardly leave the house. So how can I actually quarantine date? I'm not on any apps. I tried once like months ago, and that was like 5 seconds. When I say 5 seconds, I mean like 2 days. I went on and I got off because it was like, what is this? I don't want to see your gym pics. Like, that's not what I'm up here for.
It's
So,
annoying.
yeah, like I'm not up there for that. So how
But
would you
Toya,
even quarantine
apps are like your best. It's like a bittersweet topic. It's like apps are like a good way for you to get in. It's just, the thing is, there are too many boys. There are too many girls.
So what would you
So
say
then you
is the
start
best app?
flipping.
What is the best app if you're saying date, go on an
Well,
app?
you know, Google is telling me right now that the best app is Tinder. I went on Tinder a few years ago, and this guy told
Isn't
me
that
there
the
was
hookup app?
165 days in a year.
That's what I heard.
I mean, that's
What?
they of course the rumor.
That is the hookup app.
I met my
But you
husband
can't
on
hook
that.
up now because you ain't coming to my house.
Yup.
So like
Bumble.
me, for me, like me and my friend, I have a friend. like what we do, like he will watch something on Netflix and recommend it to me and I watch it and vice versa, and we converse about it. You know,
Angel,
we don't
you
have
guys
to
ever
wait
watch
up
TV
and
together?
have we ever done that? Yeah, before.
No, like watch TV together.
Like
Like
on the
a Zoom
phone,
like us.
talking. Yeah, I mean, we can do that, but we don't. I rather, you know, I don't want him talking to me while I'm trying to be into the movie. But, you know, there's ways, you know. I just think it's all about suggestion. And I just feel like this is the best time because now it shows the way a man dedicates time.
Yeah.
Wait, but that can be a false
Interest, engagement.
Because they don't have nothing
pretense.
else to do.
Exactly. So that's all he got is time. He got to stay in the house. He can't go outside. His boys can't come over. He can't go to his boys. So it's almost like meeting somebody on Paradise Island.
Right.
Everything is perfect there. Yeah, all you got is time. We got time for each other. Now the doors open back up. You know what I'm saying? His boys like, yo, we gonna hit this bar. Yo, come on. Oh, my boys coming over. We gonna shoot pool. It's like, wait, boo-boo, Kitty, what happened to me? My time. You know, and now they trying to play catch up.
I didn't think
Can I jump in?
Yeah.
I don't know how that didn't cross my mind. That makes sense.
So, like, I think it's different because I'm upstate New York. So, like, where we're at, it's not as bad as, like, New York City or anything like that. So, I think we are able to move around a little bit more than you guys are. So, like, dating for me, it's been a good experience. It's been 4 weeks. Been talking to this one guy. Wait, who said Tip? What you mean?
And this one, what the guy say? Tell us about the guy. Give us the tea.
Oh, so I mean, like, you know, I told him tonight we wasn't talking, you know, because I said I have girls' night, and he just texted me, was like, "Good luck."
Good luck.
It was so cute, you know, and for him, I'm on lockdown because, you know, I'm a stylist, so there's no salons open, and I can do what I can do from home. But he's working 2 jobs, and he's still finding time for me. So he works for the city, and he owns his own company.
Look at that.
And then I said, Wednesday, I went to my friend's house, and she was like, well, you guys could be doing different things. If you want to go to a park, do like a picnic or something. Why yesterday we went for a picnic.
And that's nice. You see?
That's
when the
so
guy
cute.
you want to make time.
Effort.
When they like you, they make the time.
Right.
I want a picnic too.
I want a picnic too.
That's a picky too.
Yeah, no, I say it's not bad. Like the COVID-19, we don't have as like many deaths compared to New York City.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like it's not bad because we're in phase 1 of people going back to work, and then phase 2 is about to come up. So soon I'll probably be going back to work or whatever. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah,
well, I'm happy for you, Nicole. That's
So
nice.
Nicole, Sheila, I'm asking on behalf of Sheila and maybe Shirley. Does he have a brother?
he does.
You want
Well, he's the oldest of, I think, 8 kids. So he'll be.
What you said, Nicole?
I
didn't hear you.
He's the oldest.
He's the oldest of 8 kids. So he does have brothers and sisters. He has his master's. He's what else?
What island is his family from? That's
I'm straight American.
Alexander Master.
American.
Yeah, straight American.
Yo, our next topic should be Black Americans versus
Charles.
Caribbean.
Oh, don't
They
say
all the
That's
same,
a
girl. They're
Don't
all
do it.
the same.
We got to get into that.
No, I don't want to build that pocket.
Let's stick to topic. Stick to topic.
So over.
How about Grindr?
So
Go ahead.
just a bit. Is quarantine dating possible? Based on this conversation, do you think we can do it?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. With a creative mind and time, it's
And
happening.
effort.
Yes.
I feel like
Effort.
it's mad easy now. I mean,
Yes.
of course, you guys can't go out or whatever, but why? This is the time to get to know the person. Like,
Yeah, but you
money.
can go out.
So
You're
how do you,
saving.
you can.
actually meeting up?
The
Like,
parks are open. You can go to the park. There's a lot of restaurants that's open. You can pick up and go.
Take out.
But I think it
Take
also depends on the individual too, because with this, a lot of people have anxiety. They're not trying to leave their house like that, you know.
Right.
So I really think it depends on the individual.
If you got anxiety, then you shouldn't be dating. How about that?
You know what?
Trying to get to know
It's
people.
true.
You
It's
can't have
true.
anxiety.
You're right,
You're
girl.
trying to get to know somebody right now, and you're like, oh my god, I'm scared. Oh my god, you can't have too much what if. Oh my god, because then the chemistry and the flow is just gone. I don't have time for that.
And
That's
it's-
fine.
And it's also something that Danny said too, like, you know, also what it gives you the challenge of like, is this just for the moment because we can't do anything and this is all we have? And I'm hoping
Yeah.
after this is over, are we still gonna have that chemistry, that want, that like,
Mhm.
you know, is that still gonna happen? So that was a good point.
I just want to chime.
Oh,
I just-
I want to know how long do you guys communicate with people online before you meet them?
Ooh, good question.
Well, I don't have that.
Depends, right?
I can't answer that, so I
can't answer.
I've gone
Never.
on one successful date from the app, and I think I spoke to the person for maybe 3.5 weeks, and we met up. It wasn't exactly what I expected.
Consistently, like every day you guys were talking?
We spoke pretty much every day for that time period. It's just that when we finally met up, he didn't present himself as the way I expected him to, based on how he described himself. Like, for example, he said he might have been like 6'2", 6'3". I'm 5'7". I had on heels, which barely takes me to fit. Maybe I'm not a heel wearer, so maybe 5'9", and I was told it. So I was like, you're not.
Oh yeah,
you're
he
not
definitely was not no fit.
I'm telling you, you gotta shave off 2-3 inches when you say stuff like that.
So it's just
Yeah,
that's just
nah.
a small example of like just ways he didn't present himself. He presented himself differently on the app versus what I saw in person.
Yeah, a lot of those.
Yup.
Of those.
Also,
Even people.
the conversation when we were in person was all about sports, and I was like, all right, I'm done.
But
Wait, so
you know,
then what was he talking about when you were communicating him through the app? What, like,
His interest was more like getting to know me and like how we were comparable. Like, I guess we were. I guess I don't know. Maybe I hit the deep questions too fast. Like, okay, why didn't your last relationship work out? It's like,
good one.
it's never too fast, girl. It's never
When do you ask the hard questions?
I'm quite.
When?
I can't.
In the beginning.
No, Sita, what? Give me one hard question you asked.
I think I wouldn't. All right, maybe not hard, but if it was, I guess, if your ex had to say 2 or 3 of your bad habits or reasons why y'all broke up, what would she say about you? Versus what
Ooh,
you.
That sounds like
girl.
an interview.
Guys don't like
Right.
questions like that.
But it
What?
is.
Multi-layered?
The answer is always she was crazy. She was crazy.
No, but that's a good question.
Respond.
It's a great question, but when they don't have a good answer, it's always, oh, she's crazy. She's crazy.
No, but okay. Do you have a response to your own question? I feel like a lot of women, we like to ask these questions and we can't even answer it ourselves. Like,
No, I do.
But honestly, can you honestly answer that question from someone else's perspective? It's like, well, you know, she broke up with me because you have because I didn't communicate with her, but you don't really know,
Yup.
right?
I mean,
you can just ask the individual, but like, what do you think are your negative points and your positive points? Because it can, whatever you might think is negative to someone else, like, well, I don't communicate well. And the other person could be like, yeah, well, me neither, you know, or I talk too much, or I communicate better through text. So it's hard to say, because I can't tell you why. I cheated, but I'm just saying, you know, for you to put 3 down, it's like, I don't know why he broke up with me, because he's a dumbass.
I get it.
You know. So
I mean, is the expectation
hard.
for them to be honest? Would you want somebody to tell you that the reason why they're not with the guy anymore is because they cheated? Would you You still proceed in
Yeah.
getting into
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Some people learn from their mistakes, others don't. Some people are honest about what they did wrong because most times when that happen, most times when that do happen, that men that are honest, they realize where they went wrong and they don't want to make the same mistake. They probably like, oh, I lost a good one, and they want to move forward with being right by the next.
you lost a good one, and I'm not trying to be second best. Block.
Yeah, it's not even about that. You have toxic relationships. You never know. Like, I've been with somebody who cheated. I've cheated. They've been with me. Everybody is different. You cannot compare somebody's past to your future.
I'm not.
You are, because you might be losing out your blessing because that person said, you know what, I cheated in my last relationship. That's why I left. You're like, you know what, well, fuck that. I'm not fucking with you.
But that's my red flag. So if
but you also have to remember
everybody has their red flags.
No, but if they cheated, then the question should be, well, if you cheated on JoJo, right? What was it that she was lacking that you went looking somewhere else? Because normally, if someone is cheating, that relationship is lacking in something that someone else is providing, whether it be intimacy, conversation, laughs, whatever it is, that one person doesn't have the full package, right? Because when you find someone with the full package, you don't even have no time or interest to start going elsewhere. Because like, all right, so if I'm laughing, having a good time with this one, where do I find time to be with this one? Because you get everything at home.
Right.
Right?
You're a dog.
And that's it. And if you were a dog, guess what? If that other person don't know, then you's a dummy. How about that?
Right. I thought your mother said dog.
No, it's true because
I'll just say
it goes both ways, females and males. Like a lot of times we persuade like the man is no good. There are females out here who do just the same. You know what I mean? So
that is true.
Ways. So a lot of times guys been through so much because a female they've been with screwed them over so many times, over and over and over again. This is why they're guarded. And we always tend to blame the men. Like I know I have 3 brothers. So it's just like I tend to see where female go wrong in relationship and where men goes wrong with relationship. And a lot of times they don't listen to each other. Listening and understanding is like a big part when it comes to relationship. And a lot of people don't know how to. They know how to listen, but still they're not understanding. And if you're listening, you're not understanding, then you're not getting the whole picture.
Right.
That's where relationship goes.
You're on the difference.
Yeah, because I feel like most people, when they have disagreements in relationships, they have a defense mechanism instead of they just trying to prove their side and this side, who's right, who's wrong. And sometimes it's not a right and wrong. It's just like my feelings can't be you can't justify my feelings and I can't justify yours. You know, it's just listen to me. Listen to what I'm saying. You can't tell me, no, you can't feel this way. And I can't tell you, no, you can't feel that way. You know, you got to either try to make it better or move forward. And the fact that what you said shows, I just feel like, you know, everyone cheated before in their lifetime. So you can't hold that against a person. Everyone. There's not a person in this world who said they never cheated in a relationship that they've been in before. And if
Lala, put your hands down.
Nicole,
put your hands down.
I ever cheated.
Flirting with someone else is still cheating.
I don't ever think. Me just smiling at somebody is considered flirting, so I don't.
My mama said that you don't belong to nobody, so you can't cheat on nobody unless it's a good bit. So you could go out there and you have, as she says, as many friends as you want. I'm like, okay, and that's like get punched in the eye.
Ladies.
They give these men too much power, bro.
So this is going to be the end of our quarantine dating.
Really? I just got one more question. I have one more question.
So good.
We'll save it for next time.
I can. It's about the quarantine dating.
Make it fast.
Okay, we spoke about single. How about the married women in this conversation? How's quarantine dating for you guys?
I was gonna say my thing real quick. It depends on the individual. I just had a birthday, so my husband actually took me to a hotel. We went out. He surprised me. We went to a hotel out in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, which was awesome. And it was just the fact that you get away. You just have to, even if you just go for a drive, It's the fact that you get away from everybody else and just spend time together. And that's it. That's all of the dating
When
is.
was your birthday?
April 28th.
Oh, we celebrated.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
celebrated.
It was all
Yeah.
of us.
I was here.
How about you?
Oh yeah. Yes, that's how we. Okay, that's how we got this. Okay.
Wait, we're about to go ahead, Lala. I think we will continue.
We'll continue next time.